delighted to be joined by Max White.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming in for a totally wired session.
Cheers, bro. No worries.
Sounded super tight. How and where are you rehearsing?
So at the moment, obviously, with this virus, that COVID-19, we've just been rehearsing at our friend's place, one of my pals' place, because I've been kind of commuting down to Brighton just to do some rehearsing. So and it was kind of stripped back, so a room was kind of good enough to get it all down.
Yeah, it was a really, really nice sound.
Thank you, man.
And 2 already released songs as well, including the new single, Breaking Down.
Yeah.
Tell me about that track.
So that track is the first single off of the EP. And then we've got another single from the same EP coming out on June 4th. Breaking Down was a kind of a funny track, because some tracks you write it and it takes 4 hours, it's done and that's it, and then you record it and release it. But with Breaking Down, it was such a process from the guy I wrote it with, the guy called Johnny, just downloading some synth plugins, and we started just playing around with them, and then that verse came, and then about a year later the chorus came. So it took a lot to piece it all together, but what we were left with was kind of a banger, if I don't say so myself.
It's a really, really great track.
Thank you, man.
It's such a great hook, and that chorus is
Cheers.
really, really nice. So when a song comes in that long process, is it a difficult process, or was it just you took your time with it?
It can be, like sometimes it literally just comes to you and you're like, I know exactly what, like the title track of the EP that you'll hear later in the year is that chorus from the get. I was writing the verse, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with the chorus, and I went there and it worked. But with Breaking Down, it was just it took a while to carve out and get it right, because we knew sometimes you can just feel the potential of a track, and you kind of you're carving away at it, and you're like, we're not there yet. This is not as good as it could be.
The EP is called Imagine.
So Imagine EP.
June 11th?
It was meant to be June 11th, but we're rescheduling just because of COVID, and I've had some pretty mad news as well, which kind of everything pointed to it just being pushed back a little bit. But we're giving another single to make up for it on June 4th.
And you mentioned the title track, so you've written a song called Imagine.
Yeah. The title track is called Imagine. I know. I did think that, obviously, John Lennon, and it was. I knew I had to live up to something, but I'm never going to live up to that. I mean, that's. I'm not even trying. But when you hear the song, the only thing it could have been called is Imagine, because it's just one of those tracks. If someone heard it, the first thing they'd look up if they wanted to find it is Max White, Imagine, or Imagine. So. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't hinder it in any way. But I'm excited to get it out.
And is that the piano track? I remember you saying something, you had just you on a piano.
So yeah, the piano track is the one that's coming out on June 4th. It's a bit more than a piano track, but it's one of the first songs I wrote on the piano, and it kind of really just filled that emotional track on the EP, the whole. Really, really well. And it was completely recorded in lockdown, like 100% of it, just in my room. And the guy that I've collaborated with on it, again, the same guy, Johnny, who I wrote Breaking Down with, was actually kind of stuck in Greece. So we recorded it over Zoom and did all that. And then also got it mixed by a guy in LA called Jeremy. And he's awesome. And so we had to meet in 3 different time zones and make it work, which has made it very difficult. But we're chipping away, and gladly we've managed to get it done.
A worldwide process.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
Literally.
What else can we expect from the EP? And are you gonna start playing live? Is there any ideas to start?
There is. There's some pretty. I can't really talk about. I usually say that like I can't talk about it, but I'm just saying it to try and like build hype or something. But I'm actually, for the first time, not allowed to talk about it. But in terms of live shows, there's some pretty insane mental news that I didn't think that I'd be doing this year that I get to announce at some point later in the year. Sorry, I can't give you more, but
that sounds like it could be a really good time to drop a Max White Totally Wired session this summer.
There you go. I think it will. That's another reason why it's so cool to be able to do this, because some of those shows that I will be doing, will. I think people might maybe want to watch a session online, and they can watch this, and it's stripped back as well, so it's a different angle.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming in. It was really nice, really good to see live music, and so tight once again.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Thank you, Max White.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I've enjoyed it.